So good day. For today's video, we are going to discuss, or I'll be discussing about cost and revenue. So what are the different types of cost? So we have seven different types of costs, which are fixed cost, variable cost, total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, and marginal cost. So fixed costs are costs that do not vary with the output level. Examples of fixed costs include rent, interest payments on loans, and tax, among others. Variable costs, on the other hand, are costs that vary directly with the output level. Examples of variable costs include the cost of labor and the cost of materials as well as utilities. Total cost is the sum of total fixed costs and total variable cost. Average cost is the cost per unit of output. Average fixed cost is the fixed cost per unit of output. Average variable cost is the variable cost per unit of output. And lastly, marginal cost. Marginal cost is the additional cost resulting from producing one more unit of output. So let's try to look at this table here. We have different columns. We have dates from November 4 up to November 6. We have output of 16, 30, and 44. We have here the FC, VC, TC, AC, AFC, AVC, MC, which are the different types of cost. So let us first start here at fixed cost. So for example, in your business, in building up your business, you paid rent, which costs you 40.5, and that um, rent there is your fixed cost. So we'll put here 40.5, and same goes to the next day and up to the following days. Variable cost, as mentioned before, it could be your cost of labor, cost of materials, as well as your utility cost. So let's say, for example, you have 6.7 in your output. So the variable cost of your inputs, I'm sorry, the variable cost of your inputs or your materials, raw materials, cost you 6.7. So in calculating your variable cost, you just have to multiply that total variable cost on your inputs, your materials, to the quantity produced that day. So let's say 16 times 6.7, you'll get you'll get 107.2. So that 107.2 is your variable cost. When we try to add this fixed cost and variable cost, you'll get your total cost. So 40.5 plus 107.2, you'll get 107.7. So that 147.7 is your total cost. Next, in getting up your average cost, you just have to divide 147.7 your TC to your output, which was 16. So 147.7 divided by 16, your output that day, you'll get your average cost 9.23. In your average fixed cost, all you have to do also is to divide your fixed cost to your output. So 40.5 divided by your output 16, you'll get an average fixed cost of 2.53. And um, um, next, average variable cost. You divide this variable cost here, 107.2, to the output, which was 16 that day, November 4, you'll get your average variable cost. So 107.2 divided by 16, you'll get your average variable cost. So in marginal cost, um, in marginal cost, The formula of this, solving this, is getting the changes to your total cost, or changes in total cost and changes in your output. So let's say here, for example, in November 5 and November 4. So in November 5, that is your present day. You're looking for your marginal cost, and you just have to refer from your total cost from that day, that present day, to your last one, which was November 4. So you'll get the changes in total cost by subtracting 147.7 to 241.5. So 241.5 minus 147.7, you'll get your changes in total cost. Same goes to looking up or solving up for your changes in output. You just have to subtract 30 by 16 and you'll get 14. So 2 241.5 minus 147.7, you have your 93.8. 30 minus 16, you'll get 14. So you just have to divide the changes in total cost by the changes in output. So 93.8 divided by 14, you'll get the marginal cost of 6.7. So yeah.